Good afternoon, Miss Mela, and good afternoon, everyone. I am Hyunika Santi with MPM 1893. So, in here, I will talk about my draft work, which is the work that I will do on my final exam. And in here, I choose the topic is more specific about the positive impact of internet to English language. And the title of my work is The Use of YouTube as a Media to Improve English Vocabulary. In my work, I will talk about three things. First is introduction, and then main discussion, and the last is the conclusion. And first about the introduction, part 1 is background of the topic. So in background of the topic, I will talk about why I choose the topic and interest into it. And then I will explain about what is the condition of the language after affected by the internet. Like what will happen on the English language because of the internet. And then next I will talk about the impact of internet in general. So in here I will focus on the positive and negative impact of internet to English language in general. And also I will give the example of them, like the the positive impact example, and then the negative impact example. Next, move to the main discussion, part 1. In here, I will talk about the setting that I choose, and more specific, I will choose the YouTube. So in this part, I will talk about YouTube in general. What is YouTube, and also what can provided by the YouTube, and then what we can get from the YouTube that related to the English. Next, part 2 is about the use of English in YouTube. So in here, I will talk about how they use English in YouTube content. Like I will choose the example is in the podcast. So I will talk about the podcast in this part and choose one of them that use English in their content. And after found it, analyze what English development that I found on them, like the use of the slang word. And then next about the how podcast in video improve English vocabulary. So in here, after talk about the English development that we found in the podcast, like the use of the slang word, and then the slang word, it's help to improve the English vocabulary. Like maybe we doesn't know the meaning of the slang word before, but because need to understand the content of the podcast, it's force us to understand the meaning of the slang word, and indirectly it's helped to improve our English vocabulary. So it is why the podcast video help to improve our English vocabulary after knowing the English development, like the use of the slang word. And then I will also provide the fact and also example, like I made a screenshot of the podcast video when they talk to each other using the slang word and with their transcript, so we know that they are talk to each other using the slang word, looking at the transcript and also the screenshot. Alright, next about the conclusion. So in the conclusion, I will conclude all of the explanation that I talked before, and also the last word is about why is internet help give the positive impact on English languages, because like the English development that we found, like the slang word maybe traced before the internet, but because of the internet, like in the YouTube, the podcast is uploaded so many people can see it, and it's helped to spread it's helped to widespread the slang word usage possible. Alright, that's all that I will talk in my draft. That's all that I will talk in my work for the final exam. I hope it's clear enough, and I do apologize if there is any mistake. And thank you so much for your kind attention. Thank you.